Welcome on board, guys. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Welcome on board if you are just joining me live. Look at the topic I put out there. I want to talk about the damage to the vehicles parked at the High Commissioner office yesterday. You can phone in on 07908 whether it is right to do so or not. When you are taking action, when you are making your comment, don't forget that it's a property belonging to another. So you should look at it from that angle. And when you are making comments, also think about the actions of the authority on the soil. Actions of the authority on the soil. Also think about whether that person has an intention to damage or not. When you are making your comment, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. Tokunbo Olagbaye. I have every time to do this program this morning. Intentionally, I left these hours for it to get it through quickly before it becomes so much messy out there in the public arena. I quickly want to look at it and let people give their opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, and as such, please put it forward to me. 07908 Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining my program, Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye platform. You are welcome on board if you are just joining us for the first time. It's an educative show, and what we always talk about is motivational topic subject to educate people, to let them know, kind of create awareness in the society, in the community. And today we are not talking about law on immigration matter. We are talking closely on the issues of what happened at the Nigerian High Commission office yesterday with regards to the damage to properties that the vehicles that were parked at the High Commissioner's office yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, I want your opinion on this matter. This video is going out again. I want your opinion on this matter. You are welcome on board. You are more than welcome to join my platform. Please like and share. Please like and share. T. Olufunke, I can't love you less. Please like and share. Like and share. Tokunbo Olagbaye platform, that's where you are. You are not here by an accident. You are here for a purpose on that platform to show your initiative, to show you are educated, to show you are social, to show you are exposed, to show you are aware of the situation happening out there, to show you are current. That is why you are on my platform. My platform is not a mistake for you. It is not by accident. It's a correct place, correct place to be at the time. Anytime you are on my platform, it's a correct place. Christine Adeyemi, thank you. It's a correct place to be with for you. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you are Igbo, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Delta, you are Hausa, you are Benin, you are Edo, you are welcome on this platform. This is about Nigerian High Commissioner Office in Embassy in London at Northumberland yesterday. Northumberland High Commissioner Office yesterday. What happened? The incident. Don't forget the building. It's a government building. Nigerian building per se. Nigerian building per se. Listen carefully. It's a Nigerian building per se. Properties damage is a Nigerian property per se. Person damaged property is a Nigerian citizen per se. The soil where the incident took place, it's an English soil per se. So you need to be aware. It happened on English soil. So as such, ladies and gentlemen, your opinion is counted at this particular period of time. We want to know what you are thinking. What actually happened yesterday, I want to know from you. Despite the fact that I know what happened, I read the history, I've got all the necessary information in my basim. But I want you to tell me what happened yesterday. What do you think? Do you think the guy is justified? Do you think he was justified to do what he did yesterday? Or do you think the action should be condemned completely and it should not encourage anyone else to take that kind of action or law into their hands? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on 07908 I'm on 07908 Please call me in. Please call me. Please call me. I don't want to wait for your, of course, points here. I want to have your opinion directly from your mouth. I want you to speak out. If you are a true law-abiding citizen, If you're a true law-abiding citizen, please call in on 07908-628240. Ladies and gentlemen, 07908-628240. You are welcome on board to interact with me here. 07908-628240. Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye. Princess Adeoli says, I don't think it is justified, no matter what happened. Benny Ujiagbe, Benny Ujiagbe. What has the country called Nigerian offer us? I won't read your comment out like that. Olamilayo Boluwaji, please, I beg of you in the name of Christ. Please, I beg of you in the name of God, please, ma, I need your help, please, ma. That is not what we are talking about now. We are talking about the incident that took place at our High Commissioner office yesterday. Only time I've no matter how you call me or you talk about me on a British soil, you will still refer to me as a black lady, an African lady, a Nigerian origin, precisely Yoruba, glamorous lady. So therefore, tẹni takisa ntatan ọmọ aṣẹ́gita nání èpògi nání ohun tó ń bá nínà là ń nání. I have to applaud it and I have to recognize my country of origin because I am a black African woman. I am a black African woman with pride on my shoulder. Being black, being proud, and just being upright in my statement. I am a black African woman, a British born by luck. A British born by luck. By way of my parents' education, I was opportune to be born in England. But a Nigerian, fantastic, beautiful, black, glamorous lady I am. So let us look at it from that point of view. If you are a Nigerian connection person, connected with Nigeria, let's talk about it. If you are not connected with Nigeria, leave the platform. Even if you are a white man and you are connected with Nigeria, let's talk about it. If you are not connected with Nigeria one way or another, leave the platform peacefully and don't break any chairs around this arena. I am not in support. Kentobi AF, I am not in support of the vandalism, but Nigeria High Commission needs to put professionals there. I am prepared to read comments. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to call in, please. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ pè wọlé. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ pè wọlé kíákíá, ẹ call in. Bless up yourself, Paul. Thank you, Jare. I'm a black woman, you know. You can see when they have the dinner table at Queen with Donald Trump, because Sir Javid is not a white man. They didn't call him. He was not invited, and he's the most powerful person in the United Kingdom. Because of the color of his skin, he was deprived from that opportunity to sit on their table with them. All they gave as an excuse was that they have never called any home secretary to the dinner. Now, if you have not called home secretary to the dinner, why calling on either environmental, health secretary, or trade or transport? Why calling them? They are at the lowest rank to the home secretary. Home secretary is the third most powerful person in our political arena in the United Kingdom because of the color of his skin. Not sort of him. Hey, Bummy, talk about that one later on. Let's go in. Princess Ade, I'm on 07908. Yo, Darafme. 07908 628 240. That is the number to call me on, 07908 628 240. I am talking about the richness in our culture. At the same time, I'm looking at whether the vandalism is upright, it's acceptable within the norms of law. Let's look at it from that angle. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye. You're welcome on my platform. I am waiting, 07908 628 240. Don't bother to call on landline, you know. Perfect lady, perfect person. Please carry on. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
I'm on the show, yeah?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. My name name is Sam, and I'm calling from London.
Thank you.
You know, I'm a Nigerian.
Thank you.
Nigerian, and I got 2 British-born children in this country.
Thank you.
Yeah, only recently, I went to the embassy to renew my Nigerian passport and to make 2 new ones for my children, which I'm taking to Nigeria very soon.
Carry on. Calls are coming in, but they won't get through because I didn't use WhatsApp. So go on. Carry on.
The services I got in the embassy was so poor, very, very poor. I mean, I rolled on my child in the buggy because my partner wasn't around. You know, no step-free access. The toilet to change the baby is very dirty. The sixth area is very dirty. No heating inside the high condition. The whole environment is not suitable at all. I mean, why can't they do it the way the British do it? If you want to do your passport, why do you need to go there in person? Why can't you send it via post? Put all the details you want. Send it via post. Why do people have to come from a long distance?
Caller, they want you to speak louder a bit for them.
Hello, okay.
Yeah.
Why will you want to put people through all those stress? Are you thinking this is Nigeria where you could do anything and say things to people and go scot-free? I mean, the guy who carried out this thing is a British-born Nigerian. He might not have experienced this sort of humiliation and degradation ever in his life. And before he took that decision, it might not be his real self. I mean, you walk into a place, you see people treating you very badly, talking to you in a way, a manner normal humans shouldn't be talking. I mean, they should stop the process where people have to even walk into the embassy to get the passport out of the first place. They should stop it because it will cause more problem because the people they bring there to man their staffs, those people are not well-cultured people. They are not people who understand how things are in the United Kingdom. Those people are not born here. They didn't grow up here, so they will not know how things are to be done here. One of the staff almost threw my stuff away because
Hold on.
Hello?
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, one of the staff almost threw my phones away because I was asking her a question. She could not answer me the way. Before I knew, she said I should leave the queue. And that was me with 2 children. She wasn't even sympathetic to me. I mean, when are we going to stop all this as a country? We are not the only country that has high commission in this London. I'm not even talking of other European countries. We have South African embassy not too far from Trafalgar Square. We have Ugandan embassy not too far from Trafalgar Square. We have the Ghanaian embassy in London. None of all these things are happening there. Why always Nigeria?
Bluetooth cancelled.
Why always Nigeria?
Bluetooth connected.
You have the useless embassy officials riding Mercedes-Benz when they cannot give Mercedes-Benz services to people. Why are they driving Mercedes-Benz for crying out loud? Even Tesco workers are more efficient than those useless bunches they have there. We shouldn't be wasting those kind of money on people who cannot render services. If they cannot render the services, they should not be having those cars. They should not be having the house they're living in. The Nigerian High Commission in London appears to be a way we are wasting our money as Nigerians and the services they're supposed to be rendering. They don't render it properly. I do not support, personally, I do not support violence. What the guy did is a violent act, but I'm telling you, I've experienced the Nigerian embassy for passport issue not too long ago. They will frustrate the daylight out of you, and if you lose, you will lose your mind, in fact. You will lose your mind. I'm telling you, I took a child there. I had to be carrying from top to the bottom. Those free access. Who does that? Is there any place in this United Kingdom that you are going that they don't provide a ramp for you to roll your children with a boat into the place? There's no place like that in the United Kingdom, but go to the Nigerian embassy. If you go there with a body on ground, you have to carry that body, or you beg someone to help you carry it and go down. Where is that done? This is 21st century. They stress people too much. And we are paying exorbitant amount of money I can't really remember, but the service is terribly poor. Terribly poor. We need to change. We need to change. I am very, very bitter about this. I'm not happy. That is what that guy did. He carried out what a lot of Nigerians did. The bitterness in so many Nigerians. That guy just poured it out by damaging all those cars there. I do not support him in any way, to be honest. I'm not a violent person. But they should change. They should change. It is ridiculous. They should change.
Thank you.
Yes, and also,
Thank you.
tribalism is too much in that what you call, in that embassy. Why do we wait. We have over 250 ethnic group or more in Nigeria. Is it only Hausa people that will be in the embassy? Is Nigeria an Hausa or Fulani republic? Why don't we have people, competent people, speak from all sections of the country? Why don't we have competent people? And in fact, why don't they employ British-born Nigerians who have grown here and lived here? Pick them, because you are going to be servicing people who are here. Or pick competent Nigerians, not tribe or ethnicity. If you find a place with Hausa Fulani people, and you pick a little bit of Yoruba and one Igbo, how would there be efficiency? How would there be efficiency?
Thank you.
You cannot carry that tribalism.
Let's allow other people, because I have many people online now. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Ma.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead from the United States. Please go ahead from United States.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you, dear. Good morning.
Beautiful program that you anchor all the time.
Thank you.
Speaking of I wouldn't, because you have this a lot of shit at Nigerian embassy. Saying that what he did was right, but leave it.
Hold on. Let's somebody. Carry on. There's somebody on the other line. Carry on.
And Americans.
Yeah.
You don't a passport. All you have to do is go to post office and within 2 weeks you but Nigeria, we have to go through stress. We go through stress back home. I mean, you think that, okay, Nigerian embassies abroad, they should at least, they're here, they see what other countries, what they do, that they are abroad, they should at least emulate that. But no. It even seems like they are even worse, probably because they can't take bribe over here in abroad. So they try to frustrate your life. I think what that man did yesterday was out of frustration, out of anger. Because if you see the way Nigerian embassy staff.
Hold on. This person, hold on. Please lower your device. This person, lower your device. Carry on, US. UK, can you lower your device for me? Lower your device. Otherwise, I have to switch one off for you guys. Carry on, UK.
So it's so annoying.
Should we use direct call in if we are going to be having problem? Because members of the public really want to hear us clearly. So can we go through the direct call, or what is the issue here? Yeah, please go ahead.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my own take on this is very, very important to first, because number one, I'm a health professional. And we don't know the state of the health of that guy that to do this. I am not condoning anything that he did. It is very bad. You understand? I personally, as a citizen of Nigeria, I do not condone it. But if somebody that is already frustrated or has mental health issues should come to that place called Nigerian house I remember when I went there with my children to collect passport. My children are not used to the way of Nigeria, saying that I will laugh over. They will not laugh over it. They were not finding it funny at all. And one of them is saying, Mom, why are the staff behaving like this? You know, one of the staff took our passport and framed it on the floor and said, I'm going to make sure you're not getting your passport yet. But me, being in Nigeria, knowing what we want, I started kneeling down and begging, why should I have to do that after we pay for my passport? Why should I go and kneel down in public place for somebody to get passport? Just because the child makes comments.
Oh, your child made comments, yeah? Your child made comments.
All he said was, Mom, why are they behaving like this? This is just going on. They're not even organized. You know how children in this country will just say things.
Yes.
You understand? And one of them overheard. The child was not saying it directly to him. He was saying it to me. And he overheard. He took all our passports and dropped it on the floor. I'm going to make sure you don't even get this passport today. Then being related to Nigeria, I knelt down and I begged the guy before we could get our passport. Why should we have to do that? Why are they not open to criticism? The child was actually making it, it is something that they're doing that you see now, they're just pushing us over, or you have to go back and go and buy this. You have to. He said, no, you've already said, why don't you just do all this online? You said you've done it all online. Why do you have to go through all this again? All of that is enough to frustrate people. Why can't we be organized? Okay, now we want to say, because the guy has done what he did in British land. Why can't they behave how British people behave towards us in British land? We're not in Nigeria, we're in England, yes. Criminality is not allowed in England, yes, that is true. However, their behavior as well, they should look into it. There are so many things that is wrong in that place. During Muslim Ramadan, you will see people, their staff coming in late because they are Hausa. They will come in at whatever time that suits them. That place needs to be looked into. If we don't have an effort, let them just close it. They apply online, they bring it by place to us, let them do it there with their own behavior there, and bring it down to us in England. They need to change their behavior. I'm not saying that what the guy did is wrong. It's very, 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 very wrong. You understand? Okay. At the same time, we need to look at what, in this country, in the court of law, and I think you are a lawyer. In court of law, they will look at what brought this provocation.
I know.
You understand? What brought this provocation? We really need to look, and we need to look into that guy's health. What happened? Somebody, the thing that they do there, you will book appointments online, they will tell you, oh, you haven't gone somewhere. You didn't tell us to go anywhere online.
Okay.
It's clear even their online system is so all messed up. They need to sort it out, and people are going through things. A lot of things, even in this country right now. There's no money. People are frustrated. So coming to that kind of place and staying for so long, and they're messing you about and telling you didn't bring the thing that you're not making online. It's enough to frustrate that guy. I'm not speaking for him that he should have broken whatever. I probably would have just left the place. You understand? And any normal human being would probably just left the place or beg somebody or do how we know to do in Nigeria. You understand? But it's not everybody that have that calm nature. We're not all the same. You understand? They all need to start training. They need to start training. Start training. Professionalism is very important. Professionalism. They need to train them how to treat their citizens. Organize things from the top down. Not just treat us like we're animals. We suffer in our country. We come here, we suffer. Even the people that will come to say they don't treat us like animals. You apply for British passport from the gate, the security man, good morning, they treat you nicely, politely. From that man, they'll be telling you, what do you want? Why are we treating ourselves like animals? Why can't we be professional for a change and be human for a change? We're in England, we're supposed to set example and set standards for those in Nigeria so that they can see that, in England, when you go there, this has the basic, people in Nigeria have their changes. We can't keep on treating ourselves like animals and expect people not to treat you back like animals. Obviously, maybe they treated that guy like animal and he showed them what animal can be. We all have human animal instincts in us. They take something to push it out. Maybe that's whatever it is they did to him, we're not there. if I'll make sure you don't get your passport. I've read it so many times. Said to people that you will never, I'll make sure you don't get your passport. Okay, if I'm not going to, maybe that's what happened to the guy. Who knows? I'm not saying what it is because I don't know the full story. All we know is car door broken, and that's it. So we can't just judge by car door broken, you know. We need to really look into what provoked that guy. What did they do to him? What did they do to him?
Thank you.
When did they please go and find out what did they say to that guy? This is a country of law. Of course, he will face his judgment. Fine. But it's just a pity that has to happen. Then maybe this will make them to buckle up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Let me move on to the next caller. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. I was reading some messages all over yesterday that they sent to me. The rumors that I was reading. So I got through some of the things because they sent a lot of things to me yesterday. So I got through some of the readings. And out of the reading that I did yesterday on the issue of what happened at the embassy, that transpired between the embassy and the young lad. I will say young lad because it's under 99 years old. Anyway, English language. So basically, I was told in the write-up that they sent to me that he was asked to come and collect his passport. This passport has expired in 2017. That is not the point. If you're not traveling, you don't have to renew your passport until you are ready to travel anyway. So the fact that it has expired in 2017 is out of point. It's not a point that we should take on board. The point I want you to look at, and I'm looking at, is that they asked him to come for collection at 1 p.m. He arrived 2 p.m. In my head, I don't think that should be a late chance because I think the collection is around 1 to something. I don't think it's 1 p.m. alone. I think it's between 1 and 3. I'm not too sure. But he arrived at 2 o'clock. Fine. Now, common sense, it's not common all the time. When you are picking up your passport on any embassy, through any mode, you have to have a collection slip that they gave you at the time of submission. So you must bring it back to show you are the owner or you are picking on behalf of someone. So he came back at 2 o'clock. They asked him for his collection slip and he couldn't find it. He hasn't got the collection slip. So they told him that they are not going to give you your passport until you are able to bring out the collection slip. My understanding, according to the rumor writing up that they are writing everywhere, they send it to me as well, is that when they told him that they are not going to give him, okay, so it's between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and he arrived at 2 o'clock. So he has already come late in the first instance now. Now he's supposed to be begging them and looking for their favor. If you have come outside the working hours, you should be looking for their favor. Let's leave that aside. They then asked him to bring the collection slip. Even with the British passport, without your collection slip, you're not getting it. Although the good news about the British passport is that we do it via post. So we don't have to go to the building at all. We submit through the post office and that is done. DHL recorded delivery, whichever means to save your passport, is gone. Recorded delivery is enough. They take it through to the passport office. And if everything goes smoothly, within 2, 3, 4 weeks, for all of us that are British and have been renewed for a very long time, we get it back within 3 weeks. Within 2 weeks, we get it back. In fact, if you want to do it in the same day, you can travel to Victoria House station there and go and do it the same day. It's your money that speak about British passport. So he was unable to provide his slip. He was unable to provide collection slip. They asked him, and they refused to give him without the collection slip, which they are right within law. I am not satisfying them as to what they did. You know, I'm not doing that at all. There's no certification on that to say that they have done well with the way they carry out their duties. I am going to read some of the comments here that prove that Nigeria Commission Office needs to work more and improve their services, because 80% of the comments we are having here and on my platform that I put there yesterday, it basically reveals that people are not happy with the Nigeria Commission Office. People are not happy at all. To be honest with you, they are not happy. But let me talk about the issue of this young guy. In a write-up that I received, You know, don't send me angry head. So remove it or I block you of young person, whoever is that. Remove it before I remove you or I put you in my colo bank. So the Nigeria Commission asked him to go and bring the slip. He then went away. According to the information, he went away to a nearby hotel. So possibly to go and get himself drunk out of anger. He went to a nearby hotel, possibly to go and get himself drunk in order to carry out that attack. Now, he came back and he just hitting those cars. Bam, bam. In fact, an attempt was made to the High Commissioner's vehicle itself. But unfortunately for the guy, the High Commissioner's vehicle was completely bulletproof. It was a complete bulletproof. So you could not break into it. It was difficult. So he didn't succeed. He succeeded in breaking and damaging all those other cars parked there. Even ordinary by standard person that parked his or her car there got his own cake yesterday in that incident because his car was damaged. All the commissioner's car vehicle parked there were damaged, apart from the High Commissioner himself vehicle that's bulletproofed. Now, he must be frustrated. I accepted. He must be frustrated. But regardless of frustration, Yoruba proverb says, Ile lati keshoro ode. Now, my children are not Nigerian by birth, by anything, other than by origin. They never grow up in Nigeria. They grow up in England. But I pray that they will never behave in such a manner. Even though if they want to go and collect their passport and they couldn't get it and something happened. But I would have trained them and said, listen, go with your slips if you are going. Because it's numb. If you don't have your collection slip, you won't be able to get the passport from that office. Now, let us talk about the issue of the services that we are receiving. Leave that aside. Let's concentrate on that guy's attitude and behavior. Now, you want to look at diminishing responsibility to exonerate him, because that is what a lot of you are looking at straight away, without even saying that what he did was wrong. You are looking at the diminishing responsibility for him to exonerate him in the court of law. Now, regardless of diminishing responsibility that you want to look at, you know, he damaged 5 vehicles at least belonging to the government, and those vehicles are another person's property. They are not his. They are property belonging to another. It is a case of criminal damage under British law. It is a case of criminal damage which they are going to take him down to magistrate court. It's a shame that we don't have my madam online today. It's in court. You know, Madam Bilikis is not online. You know, she's in court today because she's a magistrate and she dealt with all these type of cases. So she will have told us the minimum punishment that guy is going to get. He's not going to escape it. Unless the Nigerian High Commissioner come out and speak publicly and say, leave him for us. That is how we behave in Nigeria. It is okay by us to damage vehicles belonging to another. We will not punish him. Unless the High Commissioner came out. If the High Commissioner failed to come out to say that, the guy is going to get his punishment. So don't even look for the minimum sentence or anything for him for now. Don't even think of exonerating him. His action is unjustified and it's unacceptable. It's despicable in the eyes of a child that comes from a good home. It is despicable. It is an insult to his parents, what he did yesterday. If he has not carried a criminal record before, yesterday is his first day, 17th of June, I presume, 2019, that he has labeled himself in his life. Now, to make the matter worse, if Nigerians want to punish him, they will refuse him coming to Nigeria, to travel into Nigeria. So now, he's going to be a big problem, a shame to him. What he did, that guy is not under 18. So no matter how you want to defend him, don't forget that I am a lawyer. Even though I am not practicing currently under criminal law, I can still tell you vividly what I have studied, what I have practiced in past. Is not going to escape punishment. Now, if you are looking at diminished responsibility, his state of mind, I don't think he has problem with his state of mind. By the time the police will have come out with their report yesterday, that guy has drunk. He went to go and get himself drunk at a nearby pub. That is my assumption. That is my thinking by going into an hotel, because that is not an hotel that he lodged in. He didn't lodge in an hotel. So, why did he go into hotel? What was he going there to do? What was his omission? Now, he had an intention immediately coming from that hotel to damage, and that is mens rea. So, an intention is what they are looking for. The property are property belonging to another. It is not his. So it is a criminal offense. He has committed one yesterday. No matter how you want to defend the matter yesterday for him, because the majority of you are talking about what he did and it's okay to do it. It is not okay to do that. A child brought up from a good home, coming from a good background, should think twice before taking an action. It basically shows that he's an aggressive person. He has a anger problem. He needs to go for anger management. A wife of his will not enjoy him when he got hungry. It is not everything that happens to you in life. You must react in that manner or in another manner similar to that action of yesterday. You are not supposed to react in that manner, regardless of the situation or whatever may have transpired between him and the Nigerian High Commissioner Office yesterday. Tokunbo Olagbaye, I condemn his action. There is no support for him from my end. He should be punished for his action. Now, when you want to talk about the services received, that is another scenario entirely. We are talking about his action. His action is unacceptable. It's a disgrace. It's despicable. And it should not be condoled at all. Appraised. You should condemn it. Nobody should condone it and say what he did was right. No, he didn't do anything right at all. You understand? He did not do anything right at all. Hello.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning to you, dear.
God bless you, ma.
Thank you.
For the good work you are doing. Yeah, you are spoken. I completely agree with you that what you did was totally wrong. I mean, no one does that. It's totally to an extreme. But I tell you, what they did to me personally last month, that I went there. Totally uncomfortable. I mean, I have on my meal begging them as if I did not pay for the service. I stayed on the 9th of April. They gave me an interview on the 7th. Apparently, by the time I got there are people that have been there on Monday, which is bank holiday. They did tell them, they did not tell them they are not open for that day. They gave them an interview for the 6th of May. So they were there. Most of them came from Manchester, far and near. They were there because they have to wait the second day.
Hold on a second. Before I finish, Solomon Bright, that's a good question. He can never be deported to Nigeria. Because if he's a British citizen by birth and only going for dual nationality, he can never be deported to Nigeria in the first instance. Forget that. He's going to be punished under English law because the building is in England. So we are looking at jurisdiction. That what we are looking for is jurisdiction. The police authority of the United Kingdom have the right to punish him, which is the Crown prosecution. The CPS is going to work on that. He is not going to be deported to anywhere because he might be British by birth and only coming for dual nationality for the first time or second time to renew his passport. So he's not going to be deported. Take off your mind from deportation. That is not in this case, but he's going to be punished. If that guy go through, somebody else will do it again to the Nigerian Commission or any of the African embassies because they lack in their duty. I accepted with what you public are saying. I agree with the masses. But when it comes to criminal responsibility, criminal liability, damaging property, I am telling you categorically, the guy will be punished under English law. We have jurisdiction to punish him because it's not on Nigerian soil. So there is no way they can bribe anybody to take him out of court because he's a commissioner's son or he's a senator's son or he's a something son. No, he is within the British police English law. If he has mental problem, that will be looked at separately, and we are going to section him. And he will be getting wrong injection, wrong tablet. So if he doesn't have, he better speak up now. If he lie that he is mentally disabled, mentally derailed, is this and it's not, they will section him wrongly. They will give him wrong tablet, wrong injection. And that is it for him for life. That is his problem. Now, if he doesn't have it and he pleaded, he's going to go on his record. Whichever way he goes, he's got criminal record already. So let's go on, my dear.
Ma. You are very, very right. But that does not link us with the fact that the service we Nigerians are receiving from the fellow Nigerians is suffering. It is unheard of. I mean, they cannot even give you a specific time. Once you are in the building, they will say to you, you are now in Nigeria. That was what was said to me. You are in Nigeria. I said, oh, but you said in 2 hours. The guy replied and said to me, listen, it's Nigeria. We're giving you Nigerian time. I think
that person should be ashamed of himself. What is Nigerian time? Nigeria never own any separate time. It's an insult to be saying Nigerian time. There's no time. A Nigerian time is a useless time. An African time is a useless time. It's a useless. Anybody who keep to that African time, it means that person is useless. It means that person cannot keep to appointment. It means that person is not reliable. It means that person is a weather, can change easily. It's not a good gesture. So whoever is using that adage, they should refrain from using such. Please go ahead.
That is exactly what the guy said to me. Now I was there on the 7th, and I took the picture. After everything, they now said to me, you have to come back on the 24th. I mean, on the 30th of May for your passport. I said, no, I am already booked to travel on the 23rd, which is last month. They said they are afraid there's nothing we can do, there's no booklet. And I got so frustrated. I asked them, where online did you mention that there is no booklet? Or so that people will plan ahead. There is no accurate information whatsoever from Nigeria Embassy. I mean, it's even beyond the kind of treatment that you receive in Nigeria. It's totally unheard of to wait. I went for my meal. I was crying, begging them. I was totally ignored. I have to pack myself and say, when now talking. And people now said to me, you better start looking for someone that knows someone in there. And I started calling people around. Who knows anyone working in Nigeria Embassy? Who knows somebody? Unfortunately for me, a friend had a manager knows someone working there. And they said I should bring my slip. I gave my slip to her. In 3 days, my passport came out and I was able to travel last month. Why will I say? When is it going to change? I mean, when is it going to change? We are fellow Nigerians. We are all under one umbrella. We should love one another. We should treat one another with respect. Basic human rights. We have none. We have absolutely none in Nigeria. And they frustrate you to the extreme. This guy, like he just said, and I agree totally with him, I am not in support of what he did. In any way or any form. But they will force the animal out of you. The service was paid for. They are getting paid for the service. They are not bringing any paper. We need to look into this. I mean, this is 2021 century. Who does this? So that is my own personal experience with Nigeria Embassy. The passport came 3 days. Because I don't know anybody. I feel so vulnerable. Because I don't know anybody. I don't know what to link me to anyone. And yes, I am in Nigeria. Born and raised in Nigeria. Before I become a British citizen. It is totally unfortunate. We need to sit down. You are the boys. We are the boys. Let's do something. It can't continue like this. It just can't continue like this. I've been winning there now.
Thank you. I hope members of the Nigerian High Commission are listening to these calls and the response of the masses as to what happened yesterday. 99%, according to statistics, at the moment reveals that they are not happy with the Nigerian Embassy at all. And who am I to distance myself from the masses? That is who I am working for. 99% of the masses are not happy at all. Take away this video, sit down at your convenience and read comments. 99% are not happy at all with the services they receive. But that is one aside. No matter what the situation may be, I reiterate again, I condemn actions of anyone damaging other people's property. You understand? It should not have been at all. In the first instance, the guy should have just find a way to applaud it by talking to them, come down to their level and beg them, give them another ID card, tell them that he has lost the sleep. You see, the problem of arrogance is that he failed to come from his high horse. That is the problem I vividly can view yesterday what happened. He failed to come from his high horse. Come down, beg them and tell them that you have lost your sleep, because that's what happened. He has misplaced his sleep. There is no way you can collect your passport from any of the embassy in this world without collection slip. Listen, a lot is happening nowadays. If you are a United Kingdom citizen and you are traveling into United States with what that guy did yesterday, it's not going to go through. He won't travel to US. Quote my name, Tokunbo Olagbaye. I said it. I have evidence. The reason why I said they will not let him enter US. This time around, all of us UK citizens traveling into United Kingdom, they ask us, are you on any social media? They are going to check your social media activity. Whether you are active, whether you are active in a positive way or you're in a negative way, they are going to check everything about you before they release your visa. If you are a UK citizen. So I actually cannot accept the attitude of the young guy yesterday in any circumstances, regardless of the amount of money put on my desk, billions. I will not accept it. What he did yesterday was out of proportion. It was uncalled for. No matter how angry you are in life, you should be able to buy your tongue. If you are one of those who can't buy your tongue, who can't put yourself together in the midst of anger, then you are in a problem, because you will not be able to hold relationship for long. You will not be able to deal with people for long. You see, sometimes silence is the best answer for a fool. And in a situation where you can't do silence, I mean, humility can do everything for you. What that guy did yesterday, he failed to come from his high horse. Please continue putting your opinion. You are entitled to it. I am putting mine today. This is not a day to hide my feelings. I am sorry. There are some days as a lawyer that I will not put my opinion there. This is factual. What he did yesterday is uncalled for. It's arrogant. He's supposed to come from his high horse because he lost his collection slips, and he's supposed to beg them and say, I am sorry, please help me, and bring out his British passport, proof of address, and possibly payment, whatever method he has used to pay. If you lost your payment, your collection slip, you should be able to have your payment slip and other document that you use online to get the passport out. So you cannot just walk into embassy and go there and see if you want to control them. They are also human beings. I know their services can be poor. They can be sometimes irrational with their attitude, their behavior. But let's talk about the collection of passport yesterday. That wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't the right thing to do. Hello.
Hello, good morning, madam. Good morning. I've been holding on, and I'm so grateful that you brought up this matter this morning. In one voice, let us collectively condemn the action of this young man. Vandalism in whatever form, in whatever shape should not be encouraged. What he did yesterday was wrong. I condemn it in totality. However, I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to say what he did it voluntarily. I'm not going to say he did it with an intention to cause any damage or whatever. But one thing I just want us to understand is that let us not rule out the fact that this guy might be having mental illness. That's one thing. We know how United Kingdom is. There are a lot of people we see on the road, they go in, they dress in fine. But they might be having depression, they might be having other aspects of mental diseases, and we don't have information about it. That being said, I know the appropriate authority, they will do what the law expected them to do in this action. Get this guy arrested. If he's been arrested, they will do interview, thorough investigation, know his state of health, his state of mind. The GP, maybe the doctors, they will be able to help us to
establish or to corroborate whatever his defense might be. Then secondly, ma'am, I want to say something about Nigeria High Commission. I don't know why in this century we are that we still have to lose 2 working days just to process passport. A whole day to travel to London. It's not everybody that stays in London. You have to travel there. I have my own now since January. Still, they have not gone there to collect it because I don't even have the time to go there. I'm just giving them long rope. Okay, when I'm ready, I'll just go there one of these days and I'll pick it up. It's so easy now that United Kingdom, you apply for British. I did renewal of my funds. I put an application on Tuesday, and by Saturday, they brought it to my door. Nothing, I didn't even bother to do anything. The only thing I posted was their old passport, their old Nigerian passport and British passport. And then they brought it back for me. I paid £5 for them to return the old passport. One inclusive of the money I paid for renewal was the money they used to post it to me. It's something that is workable. I want to believe that this incident, this unfortunate incident, will be an eye-opener for the Nigerian High Commission, that it is doable. They can do it. When our passport is ready, we don't need to come there. In fact, when we were there in January, it was one of the non-public holidays. So the place was jam-packed. You see children crying. The whole place was stuffy, and I was just, I just felt bad for especially for people with toddlers, because it was it's not something, it's an eyesore. Some of the children were seated on the floor. There wasn't enough chair for people to sit on, and people were just hanging around there and all this thing. And you see the staff, they were like a mini gods. The way they were talking to people, the way they are dressed on, I see, I found it so appalling that things are degenerating in the Western world where we have our embassies, our High Commission, let me say it. And I hope that the Justice Oguntade retired. He was a former justice of the Supreme Court. He should know better that we are suffering in Africa. We are suffering. The people way back in Nigeria, they are struggling to get their passport. We that were here, our number, the volume of application they received in United Kingdom, I don't think is as much as the one they received back home in Nigeria. And they have enough staff. Even if they don't have enough staff, it will take two weeks for them to process our passport. Let them take the time and process it and send it back to us. We don't need to go spend 2 days. You lose 2 working days. You go there to go and do it, to go and take your data or whatever, capture your image. Then you have to travel back again. Who does that in this world of Korean system where things are working, and just point, press the button and you get the answer. So I just want to encourage them. They should take a clue from the Royal Majesty Passport Office. If they need to ask them to train some of their staff, they can train them. If they can enter into partnership with them, train them how they are able to do it within how many days? 4 days. I got back my children's passport without leaving the comfort of my home, except to go and post the old passport to them. And it's back in my hand. We can do it here. So they have the staff. They should please do something. Justice Oguntade, please, sir, do something. We are begging you. You are learned enough. Your education, your system in Nigeria, you are quite exposed. You travel wide. You've been to many places. Please impart this knowledge in your staff. Retrain them. Let them do something about it. It's not good. It's not matter. It is not just good. You see people queue out, standing on the queue during the cold season in winter time. That January when we went, it was so cold. We were just standing out there before we went to get in there. And then we got in there, we did it, and then they said, we are not putting it to you. You have to come back. I'm not going back to pick it since January. When I'm ready, maybe I'll probably go there. I'm leaving it, not for now. So I just want to encourage them, ma'am. You are a voice in the community. Maybe you will lend your voice to them now, to us. You are like our representative. You can speak on our behalf that the Nigerian High Commission, please take a clue from the Royal Majesty, the Passport Office. What they are doing it right. We are not saying Rome is built in a day, but they can learn from them, especially the idea of asking us after going one day, then another day to come and pick up. They can post it. It is secured. DA services, I pay £5 and I got back my children's old passport and the new passport. Thank you, and have a lovely day.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. To be honest, it's not a laughing matter. It's a matter that I really want people to take into account the situation of things. I know that it is not that rosy out there, but you know, opinion matter most at this critical stage we are now. So I'm just trying to get every evidence I can get, as much as I can get, and see whether I will conduct my further investigation personally to the High Commissioner office, which is what I've been trying to do, but I haven't got the time. I need to be honest with you. I am a very busy bee. I have family after outside work. I have fans. I have masses to attend to. So when it comes to individual problem, it's a bit difficult for me to have time to attend to individual problem, especially when it comes to government department. So please just carry on. Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, carry on.
Morning, I've been working in the program. Nice to see you on this platform. I have to just break it down because you said that guy actually went to get drunk before he came around to actually hack on that behavior. And from the rumor I'm getting, they have actually assaulted that guy in the office before he left that office.
Say that again about the hotel thing.
They are actually taking it out. They have assaulted him.
The what?
They have actually assaulted that guy in their office.
They assault him.
They assault him from the rumor that is going round. Before he went out to actually get drunk and actually
did you get drunk?
You said
Yeah. I assume from what they have put together. Yeah. Okay, all right, carry on.
Let's break it down now.
Okay.
Like for a person to go out to sit down, to get drunk, and come back to do that assault. When you look at it clearly, that person is not okay at all. He's not mentally stable at all. He's not a mentally stable person at all. Because any normal person, any normal person will actually behave like that. Are you with me?
I am with you.
So when I'm not supporting it, but I'm looking at the other side of things. I'm looking at maybe the background of mental health issues regarding him. I believe that person, there's more to him than he has. Yes, if they're going to judge him, well, he's going to definitely, even if you are mentally unstable in this country, you will still be judged. But you look at different.
Exactly. He's going to visit the judge in court.
Yes.
Yeah, all these extenuating circumstances, he will still see judge on stand.
Yes.
He will stand before the court.
He will stand before the court.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. I thought it's only me that is thinking.
No. There's no excuse for
Exactly. Thank you.
So, I'm a clinician. They will still judge him. He will still go to court.
Exactly.
And you will now know the necessary system. Because I get to put a lot of assessments and all that.
Thank you.
So, no best way they're going to sort of judge him.
Exactly.
That's for him. Now, let's come to the Nigerian embassy. Right. I'm a very, very good person.
Same here, my dear. Same here. Go ahead. Blunt person is always an honest person. Anyone that is blunt, they are always honest.
Justice Ogunfade came into this country not quite long. The first issue is should be treating is how they are actually working in that embassy. He would have had a lot of complaints. He would have known what's going on. What did he put in place to correct it?
Definitely.
Because
Carry on.
it's the image, not the people working there. He is the head. If the head has to take accountability for what is happening in any organization, which is quite disgraceful because this school here, this is justice, this is very educated. You can't have people employed in the office and they'll be misbehaving, no professionalism, you are talking anyhow. This is not Ajebule. This is a developed country. You have, when you are in Rome, you have like the Romans. Forget that you are trained in Nigeria. When you come here, you look at how they do here and start behaving that way.
Thank you.
You just don't say because they are employed by Nigeria, then you will be behaving the way their baby back
Thank
home.
you.
Because
Thank
you
you.
can't buy that. So I will not blame on Justice Ogunpade. You need to look into that issue. You need to sort that issue out. You need to put things right in his organization. But that Dabiri, what's that Dabiri here? Both of them need to sit down and flush it out. I'm just highly disappointed that we are in a defensive country and we are still facing as if we are back home. It's just disgraceful. It's very disgraceful. So that's just my own contribution. You should go back to Ogunpade and go back to Dabiri to stop saying that. That is my advice. That's what I would just say. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Excellent talk. Thank you too. Yes, thank you. They are not happy. That's as simple as that. Nigerians are not happy. It is as simple as that. Nigerians are not happy with what happened at the High Commissioner office yesterday at the embassy in Northumberland in London. It's a situation that happened in London. If you are just joining us from any part of the world, this is to do with the Nigeria embassy in London. A young lad went to Nigerian High Commissioner office to collect his passport, Nigerian passport to be precise, at Northumberland office. He was asked to come between 10 and 1. He arrived at 2 o'clock. He came late in the first instance. Secondly, he was supposed to give in his collection slips. He couldn't find the collection slips. So that is where the problem started. Oh yeah, go on. Next person.
Hello, the reason why I'm calling Dr. Lawyer Tukumbo. It's not this problem you're talking about. It's not only in Nigerian embassy. You should look at when you go to a place like OIM, as well as Nigerian our embassy, the way our people are.
Go to where? Say that again. Go to where? Go to where?
Fleet Street in OIM.
But it still belongs to Nigerian, isn't it?
That's correct.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So carry on.
Experience.
Yes.
The staff there, especially the foreigners, the white, I'm not being racial in this. The way we are being treated, like they've been giving orders from above. They treat us in a certain way when you get there. I condone vandalism, but it can be frustrating when you are there to see how your fellow Nigerians are being treated, or yourself, in terms of service. That's my experience. They need to look into that. My question is one, does that mean that if the contract is contracted out to external company to deal with, we don't have any competent and loyal person to be in charge of the place? The question is no. I've spoken to so many of the staff there, they are not happy who are Nigerians. I wouldn't name them. But this is where all this frustration comes from. A foreigner can't go to their embassy and be in charge, or they talk to me anyhow. But they have the right to do that without any fear of reprisal. We need to look into that. So for the guy to go out and do what he did, there must be lots of things that have happened. I don't condone vandalism. That's my piece of that. It's really sad. At the end of the day, you will face the full hand of the law. For Nigerian government, they have things put in place. They are doing well, but there's more that needs to be done. As you said earlier, you go to British High Commission. You don't have British passport office in Equity Square. Once you book the appointment, they give a leeway. Even if you are late, you still be seen provided you are in the office. It's not about 3-4 hours late. So provided it's going to sleep, they'll let you in. Why can't we use discretion? Or the people staff there, they don't have to be rigid. That's my question. That's my answer. I'm really sorry. I don't condone it, but it's really sad that that guy went that way. It's something people should look into.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Thank you.
You see, the comments are very harrowing. A lot of people are not happy. Majority are not happy. But then at the same time, I am looking at some comments saying that what he did was fine. It was okay, justified. No, you are not an illiterate. Let's call a spade a spade. What is good, and what is not good should be totally condemned as not good. Vandalism, damage to another's property, underline that. It shouldn't have. It shows that there is a problem with the young lad. He is unable to control his temper, his anger. At such, he needs training in that area. We have all passed through a lot of things in life. Not everything you react in that manner to, in that way of manner immediately. You understand? Not everything. WhatsApp only this time around. So if you are calling, use your WhatsApp, please. If you are going to call, use your WhatsApp only. Okay, please go through your WhatsApp and let us be able to take calls from outside. Prince Ades, I myself understand the consequence behind breaking the law here in the UK, and I against anyone that breaks it. I'm reading from Prince Ades' statement. However, the question is, how do we address these people who often feels that because they are higher and above every Nigerians that live in the diaspora, they cannot be touched, address their wrongdoing, or even to be corrected? Until there is an answer to that, I remain strongly in support of whatever goes these ignorant people's way. We have had enough and things need to change. Bad boy. Olu Adeyemi, Prince Adeseye Owosh Michael, manage your anger, don't react when you are angry. Prince Adeseye Owosh opinion. Manage your anger and do not react when you are not happy. Can we just presume this guy to be innocent? On the contrary, is proven. We can't just conclude his culpability until necessary evidence is tendered and admitted by the court. Vandalism is a criminal offense. We condemn his actions, but I will wait for the court to adjudicate on this defense as it relates to the alleged offense. You cannot totally equivalently say that he's innocent because there are properties belonging to another immediately, so he's guilty. Whatever may have happened, there is a property in question here. So you cannot presume him innocent in the eyes of law. As soon as there is a damage to someone else's property, you understand? There is no presumption of innocence any longer. You want to look at it in the court of law, but he is guilty at the moment. He needs to go to court and prove himself the reason why he is not guilty in the eyes of law. But we cannot presume innocent any longer because there is a damage to property belonging to another. So there is an intention to damage. There is a mens rea and it's a criminal offense. He needs to go and exonerate himself. He needs to go to court and go and exonerate himself by having a good lawyer to defend him. The reason why he carried that attack yesterday. But as far as we are concerned from the CPS point of view, from Crown Prosecution point of view, on English jurisdiction, he's guilty as seen yesterday. He's guilty. He's guilty. Please go ahead. I'm not keeping my opinion on this matter.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Morning to you, my dear. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, ma.
Thank you.
Hello?
Please go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, ma, my calling is that what the guy did yesterday is not right. 100% is not right. He cannot even do it to British Embassy or any embassy in London. But at the same time, I think Nigeria Embassy need to learn from this.
We know that, exactly.
Nigeria Embassy, what they...
Exactly.
Yeah. This is not only Nigeria Embassy in London, ma. I'm talking to you. I've been in 3 countries. I've lived in 3 countries. Like I live in the state of Israel for 10 good years. Every embassy that Nigeria got in these 3 countries, they are not up to date. The way they treat their citizens is not all right. I am not limiting my explanation to London only. It happened in other embassies, other countries that we have Nigeria embassy. Other people that live in Germany, in Spain, in Holland can testify to it. I think they will learn and how to maintain and how to know how to help their citizens. They need to change their attitude towards their citizen. I just got my British passport. And the way I got it, it was so amazing. I didn't go through any stress. I filled the form inside my house. I sent it to them, and I made the payment. My passport is at my door. This is not fair at all. I think Nigerian embassy needs to change. We need to change. They need to learn. We accept 100% what the guy did. It's not all right. But they frustrate the guy to that level. I remember when I want to get my first passport, I have to pay £800 for me to get my first passport. Can you imagine that? I know the torture and what I go through. I can feel the pain of that guy. But there's not everybody can go to the extreme like that. But the boy is already out of it. He has it all. The story they tell you may not be true. We need to hear from the boy. He may not be true. The boy must have been going there for ages. And when he gets it enough, and they say, no, enough is enough. But he made a mistake by vandalizing the car.
Exactly.
Or the government.
That is just my point.
Please, ma, Nigeria embassy, only not in London, but in anywhere all over the world, they need to wake up. It's not fair. The way they treat their citizens is not fair. Even when I was in Istra, I worked in Nigeria embassy as a receptionist. When the government of Tel Aviv called us to come and identify our citizens, they are in prison to be deported home. All other citizens go there, like Bangladesh, Romania, every citizen go there to pick that to take home. Nigeria don't do nothing. It was the association in Israel, Odua and Edo people contribute together and see that they took the citizen home. The way they do is not good. Even when their citizen is in trouble, they would not even go there. Why other people, other country goes there to identify their citizens? Look at what Mugabe did when he was in Britain about the citizens. Nigeria will not go to that level. They will not care. Even they want to die, they will let them die. They will say, let them die. The same thing they are doing to them in Malaysia. It was the individual group that rise up, maybe union or whatever, rise up to rescue them. Nigeria embassy will not go in, even to go and visit them. They will not go there. This is not fair, man. They need to wake up. I know the law will take it, but the government of British also need to turn back and give them advice. They are not the only embassy in this country. We have Bangladesh, we have Asians a lot, we have Ghana embassy. It's not like this. Why everywhere Nigeria? We need to wake up. Look at what is going on in the Nigerian country. We that live in abroad, we cannot even go home. We want to go home and establish. We cannot even go kidnapping here and there. You cannot even go home. Nobody could go home. If you go to Nigeria, there are some places you cannot even travel to. Even now, I don't even think any state is safe in Nigeria. I'm meant to go and do my son's wedding at home. I have to tell my in-law, I am not going. If you cannot do it, I am not going. Because of what? I'm afraid that anything can happen. I cannot invite people to Igbo land and they go and kidnap on the road. Do you understand?
I do.
At least there's a lot to do in that country. And why they also need to wake up. If it is not possible, let the military come out and take over the governor of Nigeria. We don't need this democracy in Nigeria. It's not working for Nigeria. We need iron hand government in Nigeria. Let the military come out of their barracks and take over Nigeria. This thing is getting too much. It's getting too much. We're talking of Boko Haram. For how many years have we talked of Boko Haram? Nothing was ever done. It was even getting worse. Now they are on Ife, Akure, going to Lagos, going to Ibadan Road now.
Hey.
Where is it safe? Where is it safe in Nigeria? Let the military please come out and rescue us. If democracy cannot do it, let them go to do something in their village and the money they must have embezzled to go and use it to do something. Let the military come out and rescue Nigeria. We are in trouble. It's not only London embassy, every embassy that we got Nigeria embassy, every country that we got Nigeria embassy. They need to do something. This is getting worse. And it's a disgrace to the Nigerian government. What happened yesterday? It's a shame. When I see it, I cannot even look at it. I'm at work in the midst of the white people. They're the one that even show me that come and look at your embassy. I was ashamed of myself. Please, maybe through your program they can see this. They need to learn and they need to change. How many years have we have Nigeria embassy in Nigeria? Why everything? I remember about 5 years ago, someone goes in there into the embassy and break all the glasses. I was there 5 years ago, or maybe just 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Nothing was so done. Look at the British passport. I got my British passport for the first time. I didn't go through any stress. It was at my door. I was not even at home. My son collected for me, and then easily. When I even call them, because I made a mistake on my phone, I call them. They just ask for my reference number, and that's the thing they rectify the mistake. Look at it. Why can't they learn from the British? Why can't they learn from the country they are into? We are not here to make money. We need to learn. This go to individual in Nigeria. The way we behave on social media, the way we behave with people that work is shameful thing. I'm talking to you. I work at the airport. I know what I go through yesterday with Nigerian passengers. They have to come and call me where I'm working to come and speak to this woman. She was behaving like something else. It was a shameful thing to me.
What you are discussing.
It's not fair. We need to try and wake up. With Nigerian embassy has been in London for how many years? Why can't they learn from this country the way they post their passport? Nobody needs to go to Nigeria to do anything. Everything is online. I don't know where passport of London is or their office. I don't know where they were built. Everything I do is my online or by the form. I send it to them now. I got my British passport. I didn't even go to the office. I don't know where they're located. But because of what they want to eat, some people will expect you to bribe them, to give them money because before you can get your passport. While you already pay for the passport online, you still need to go and bribe them.
You know what they were telling
For how
me?
long have we do that for?
They sleep.
Easy.
For how long? Please, they need to wake up. They need to wake up. This is not fair. We know what the boy did is not good, but Nigerian embassy too, they are at fault. They frustrate that boy to that position. The boy is not mental. It's not mad. I believe the boy is not mental. I believe he's 100% well. But they frustrate him to that position. There's more to that story they tell you. And there's more to that story they're right. There's more to it. They just want to say what it will be on their favor. There's more to it. It's a lie. The boy must have been having the issue for long with them before he can go to that extreme. The boy is not mad. I don't know him. I know enough, but I know the boy is 100% correct. But what he did, the way he took the law in his hand is totally wrong.
Exactly.
Many times police have gone to the Nigerian embassy. Many times people are fighting them. You will see the way they treat even a dead baby in a buggy. It's not fair. If you must know somebody there before you can say you're working there to get your passport. If you don't know nobody, you're nobody. You're nowhere. This is not good. I think now this happened. Maybe God allowed it to happen for them to have a change of the attitude towards their citizens. Please, ma. I think let this program go viral. Let them hear it. Let Buhari also see it. Let the commissioner for affairs say it. This is not good at all. On which is in Nigeria. We say we are Nigeria, we cannot even go to our own embassy. And it's not only in London, everywhere. You can even investigate everywhere. I'll tell you the one that happened in Tel Aviv. I live in state of Israel for 10 years before moving to London. It's the same thing. And I've lived in Germany for 1 year. It's the same thing. I travel a lot before I come to settle in London. It's the same thing. For the 3 or 4 states I live, it's the same thing. There's nothing changed among them. They need to wake up. They need to change. This is. Look at the age we are. This is computer age. This is not olden days. They need to change on their old ways. It's not fair.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
They didn't kill anybody yesterday. If someone is in the car, the person can do.
He can kill. The way that thing was done yesterday, I don't think he has any second thought other than to just go for anything he can go for inside that car yesterday. Just damage. So possibly, if any of those drivers were to be in the car, sometimes they usually sit inside the car. They will have been in trouble yesterday.
They frustrate him to that level. The boy is not mad and it's not mental. If you go to Nigerian embassy, you will need to control yourself. If you cannot control yourself, you can't have anything to do with them, with their attitude. We live in this country. We met with British. They don't do that to us. Even when you don't get paper, they even see. The way they behave is not good. It's total. If you have any chance to meet any one of them, please talk to them one-on-one. We are not happy. We citizens of Nigeria, not only in London, all over the world, we are not happy with all embassies. We're not happy with them.
Thank you, madam.
And they don't
Thank
treat
you.
us well.
Thank you.
Yes, ma.
Thank you.
Bye, ma.
Bye, dear. It is obvious that Nigerians are not happy with the way Nigerian High Commissioner's offices carry their work on behalf of the Nigerian diaspora. Nigerian commissioner offices needs to change their services. Their way and dealings with humans, it's completely out of it. It is obvious from the conversation, from the comments, from everything that we have on this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigerians in the diasporas are not happy with you, High Commissioner. It is true Justice Oguntade retired, the present High Commissioner man. He is in charge, and things are supposed to have improved very well from the realm of law because he was once in Supreme Court, according to the say over there. You know, I am not too sure whether it's the Justice Oguntade that I know because I haven't even seen him since he came into seat. But I can imagine vividly that last year I applied for my passport. I fill everything online, went to the High Commission to do whatever I want to do at Fleet Street, and submitted at the Notubaland. Asked me to come back 2 weeks later. I got there and I got my passport, but I applied for 90 pages one. I didn't do those 36 one. I went in straight for 90 because they said that 90, pay more money, you probably get yours on time without delay. So I went for 90 and I get it within 2 weeks of appointment that they asked me to come. I get it within that 2 weeks. So that leaves me in a situation whereby I actually don't know what to say. But in terms of services, I agree with people. You know, in terms of services, I actually agree. The Nigeria Commission office in London, Notubaland, and at Fleet Street, they need to change. Now, when bringing in staff, I can't see any reason why Nigeria cannot be employed on ground in England here. I can't see any reason why they cannot employ Nigerians in New York, in Paris, for embassies over there as well. So I am a bit concerned when it comes to staffing, you know, because Latin Keshorode. When a Nigerian staff is saying that you are in Nigeria, so they should expect Nigerian services, it means it's a poor services. It's a poor one, and it should not be accepted in the eyes of our citizens in the diaspora. So what you see is what you get. What happened yesterday is an eye-opener, and I think it will put some things in order. It will assist staffs at the embassy to put themselves together, you know, because it's unacceptable. Hello? Hello? You know, a lot of people are not happy as far as we have read it from the system and we have seen it from comments and telephone calls coming in here and there. It's because I have switched off the line. That's why the calls are reduced. I've switched off my main line, the SIM card. So it's only WhatsApp that I am accepting. So that's why I can manage the call. Hello? I think that person is struggling to connect to us here. Hello? Hello, please go ahead.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, go ahead. Hello there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, ma.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, thank you for this program, you know. What the guy did, right, is very wrong. Everybody knows that, right? We all understand what happened. See, for me personally, my name is Razak. I will never, ever in my life go to that Nigeria house for passport again.
Eh?
I will never ever go back there. If my passport is about to finish, I will book my holiday to Nigeria to go receive it in Nigeria. It's even better to get the passport in Nigeria. I will get it in the same day.
Yes.
One lie, I'm telling you, one lie. I will get it in the same day in Nigeria. Because that Nigeria house is a problem. Each time when you do something, they will tell you don't know how to do it. When you do that, you don't know. Even though for your collection, they will still tell you there's no page. The day they gave you an appointment to come and pick it up, you have to go back maybe 3 times or maybe 3 months. I left my passport one time. I just, you know what? I canceled my Nigerian trip. Because of this. If you go back to Nigeria, if my passport is about to expire, it will expire 2021. I will make sure my holiday, maybe 2 days before it expires, I will go to Nigeria Go do it in Nigeria. I'm telling you, I will pay. Even though the money I'm going to pay in Nigeria is not up to what I'm going to pay here. I will pay less in Nigeria. I'm telling you, one lie. If you want to do your passport, if you know that you can travel to Nigeria, just go to Nigeria and go do your passport. Because all these people there, they are criminals. If you don't give them money, you will never get what you want. You will never get what you want. If you don't know people, forget it. Forget it. Because they love that money. Even the way you're doing your capital, if you don't give them bribe, they will be looking at your face. You know? They will be looking at your face. They want you to drop something. It's not every time you have to drop something for anybody. It's not. It's my money. If I want to give you something, I will give you. But in Nigeria, they believe that, yes, it's their right to get that money from you. Mommy, Nigeria, my people, please, if you have your whatever, if you have your state, just when your passport is about to expire, go back to Nigeria, go renew your passport. So don't give yourself wahala. See, now wahala will call this one. They will speak pidgin English. Now wahala. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, Alaji. My client is in the office now, and she just showed me one of the grave error of the High Commissioner's office now. Grave error. The date of birth of the child was filled as August, not May. And they put May there. And they went there to ask for correction, and the Nigerian Commissioner said, no, go to Abuja, go and sort it out. And it was their mistake from England. The date of birth was supposed to be August month, not May. Nigerian Commission put May there, and they refuse to accept that administrative error. Kuda now. Kuda, they are humans. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, ma.
Hello, lower your device now.
Oh, I have. Sorry. About the Nigerian office, I was there, wasn't on last month. I went all the way 2 months ago to renew my passport. I went all the way from Manchester. The place was rubbish of the highest order. No organization. People paid through the back door. Everything was just rubbish. Everything was just scrambled. You go through you go through the normal process. They will leave you on the seat, and they are answering people that can pay more. Even somebody went there that day because if they can pay extra £100, they will collect their passport that same day. Even to pick ordinary passport up, it took me about 5 hours. Just for collection, it took me about 5 hours.
Hello?
No organization, nothing, and the staff were so saucy, very rude, very, very rude. You see everybody coming in, they come in with a frown. They are not even happy to come there. And if you want to renew, you lose your passport, that's another problem entirely. Even if you go with a photocopy of the old one, they say, no, we can't, it's lost. You have to still pay another additional money.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you have to pay additional money that is not recorded. And you can't go with your bank draft. You have to go with post office bank draft.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes.
The place is fine. What the man did was wrong, but they frustrate people. They bring out the worst thing out of people. So we call the place our own embassy. Why would they do that to us? So I went for mine. I left Manchester 1 a.m. and I didn't come back until 2 a.m. the following day. Because I.
Carry on.
So I think they have to do something about it. They really have to do something about it.
because people are getting fed up. We are really fed up. Like for me now, I can't even take Nigerian passport for my kids.
Israel, of course I know. Israel, Madam, hold on. You see, a lot of people are thinking that I am, supporting the Nigerian High Commission in England with their way of dealing with Nigerians on the English soil. Because we're not in New York, we're not in Paris. I am not supporting their services. Don't forget that I am a Nigerian by origin. And don't forget that I have been there as well. I am not supporting them. But let us condemn the action of that guy first. And then we'll come to Nigeria Commission problems. If you don't condemn that action, you will be supporting bad manners and bad behaviors. You will be supporting vandalism. You'll be encouraging violence on the streets of London. Anyone that is encouraging that, you are encouraging street violence. Can you see how knife crime has gone viral in our streets in London? For God's sake, cry and loud. Why would somebody just come up from a point of view and say what that guy did was right yesterday? It's not right. It's not right. Two friends are fighting in Plumstead High Street. How many days ago? They killed this young boy. 17-year-old boy was killed on Plumstead High Street about a few days ago. It's in the Punch. Go and tap it. Recent crime in London. Yes, on Sunday. Go and type it. I even know his name, but I'm not going to put his name out there for privacy purpose and Data Protection Act, so that I will not make his parents cry again. It's a Nigerian Yoruba boy. A 17-year-old boy was killed on London Street. Well, let's call a spade a spade. I don't like to get angry when I'm doing my program, because I am reading comments. I'm reading comments here. We're not saying what the Nigerian embassies did was right. But the first protocol, the first thing a civil person should do is to condemn the action. You will see when Prime Minister come out, when Foreign Secretary speak, when Home Secretary speak on an incident, they will come out and say, we condemn. We condemn. As an appropriate citizen of a nation, you should come out and condemn the action first. Because it's a vandalism action, it's a violent one. It's a crime against property. So it's a criminal damage. It is a criminal damage. The property belongs to another. It's not his property. If it's his car, we don't care. Even if it's G-Wagon and he put up a hammer and start breaking his car, it's his money, it's his car. They will not see it as a criminal damage because it's his car. We don't care. A G-Wagon, a brand new one, is £120,000. I priced it last week at Mercedes. He can go out and go and buy it and use his hammer to break it down. That is his money. Or we will treat him as mental problem. We will treat him we will section him under mental heart. You understand? All he will do is section him under mental heart. We will not treat it as criminal damage because it's a property of his. So that is some problem. But this is a property belonging to another. First thing that we must do as a human being, educated person, well-mannered, and somebody who is with his right mind thinking, condemn the action first. If you don't condemn the action, you will not be able to treat the problem on ground, for God's sake. Only on Sunday, a young lad was killed. Another one was killed across the road 2 weeks ago, within how many miles apart? And you are telling me that I should applaud him. Please, enough of this nonsense. What he did was totally absurd. It was out of order. It was despicable. It was uncalled for. It should not be justified. Gun crime issue, knife crime has increased on the streets of London. A 17-year-old boy was killed. A Yoruba, precisely. Yoruba name. The first name and the second name was a Yoruba name. And it was just down the road at Thamesmead, that where that boy family live and the boy lives. But they kill him in Plumstead there, not far from my office. And you people are talking as if you are heartless. And you are saying what he did was right. What if you come out and kill somebody on the street? Are you going to still condone it and say what he did was good? Please. Let us speak from where we're supposed to speak and show that we understand what is happening. We are in a civil world, we are in a society, and we should behave like one. And we are with our right senses. We are not in a mental home. So we should be speaking as somebody that is what to work on the street of London, on the street of anywhere we find ourselves. We should not be saying that, oh, the guy. There are some people making comments here and say, hey, madam, I understand what you are saying. The guy was right. What right has he got to damage people's car? What right? Don't you know that in the course of him doing that, he's more likely to kill someone? What if he carry gun at that time, which means that he can kill? What if he's carrying knife, which means that he can knife anybody on throat and kill people at the embassy? We're talking about life here. So we should be serious sometimes when we are talking. We should be serious. How can you accept that kind of attitude? How can you say what he did was right? It's not right. And I stand corrected. I am not going to support the masses in this. When it comes to condemning things that is not good, I condemn it totally. It is out of proportion. It shouldn't have taken place in the first instance. Can he not control his anger? If he's old enough to make an application by himself and submit it without his parent, then that means he's old enough to have a right man thinking. Because if he's an underage, he will have gone with his parents on that day to do the submission and possibly collection as well. The fact that it's not an underage shows clearly that he's an adult, an appropriate adult for that matter. So his thinking and orientation should be coming from the English side. What is the point of living in England? Yes, what is the point of living in England and cannot behave like one and properly behave like one sometimes, at least once in a while? And people are telling me that people like money, people do this, is that. No, the embassy services may be poor, appalling, and uncalled for. Put that aside and let's deal with that later on. But let's talk about this guy, his actions and attitude. What uncalled for? It shouldn't have taken place in the first instance. What makes him lose his conscience? What makes him lose his mind? What makes him lose everything yesterday that he got? That's a criminal offense because they will have breathalyzed him, tested him yesterday at the police station. And somebody will come to bail him and then they would arraign him for court hearing. They have to arraign him. And you guys don't see it from that angle. He has demoted his family's reputation. You don't see it from that way that he spoiled his father's name. He spoiled his father's name. He spoiled his parents' name. If they are gentle parents and kind people, he has disgraced them at a point yesterday. It's not good at all. We're not saying the Nigerian embassy is not the useless embassy. We're not saying they are good. We're not appalling what they are doing. But we're saying that the guy got it wrong. If you don't agree with me as a lawyer, then leave the platform. What you did was wrong. Don't say you don't agree. I don't ask you to agree. But don't applaud him. Don't say what he did was right. He shouldn't have damaged those vehicles. I am a lawyer. Why should you expect me to accept his attitude? Even if I'm going to represent him in the other defense here, I still have to caution him and put him aside in a closed door and say, listen, you have done it wrong. We are going to plead insanity for you. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, madam, good morning.
Morning to you, dear. Morning to you.
Good morning, man. Man, don't be angry about it. You know, it's the way people are feeling.
I know that they are feeling bad, but the guy did wrong. The guy did wrong.
Yeah, because I can understand your I can understand your position.
Me, I'm fine. Me, I'm fine. I'm enjoying my work. You understand? The guy did wrong. Let us just accept wrong. What is not good is not good at all, and it's not worth accepting. Go ahead.
I know. Me, I'm not in support of what the guy did, but at the same time, I'm in support. It's 50-50. Because, you know, the way those people behave in that embassy is totally out of order.
Hold on, sir. I didn't ask you to put the name of the boy. Hold on. I didn't ask you to put the name of the boy that was killed on my platform. Whoever is doing that, please delete it off. I did not ask you to put that boy's name out there. Okay? Please respect the family privacy. Please don't put anybody's name. Don't put that boy that they killed. Don't put his name out there. So if you put that boy's name out there, please delete it or I'll block you off. I don't care who you are. You should respect his family's privacy. please, just delete that name straight away now. Delete the name of the boy that they killed. Even if it's on the news, that is the news problem. Don't put it on my platform, please. If not, I'll block you. Put that name off completely. If not, I'll block you. I don't care who you are, anybody. If you put that young lad that they killed at Plumstead, if you put his name out there, just gingerly delete your comments. Delete your comment, please. Thank you. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Madam.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, like what I was saying. I said the way the staffs there behave to Nigerians is totally inhuman. You see them behaving there as if they are asking them for food or, it's just a passport they're asking up. The problem we should be addressing here to Nigerian government, because there's a staff, I spoke to one of their staff. He said that they are just there working for embassy. They are not being paid well. It's just a name. I work for Nigerian embassy. They are not paying them less than £1,000.
How much?
That is the problem. Why, less than £1,000. That's what they pay most of them there. Apart from the ambassador and the rest of them.
Because
that is why you see them. They are always like
because it was calculated into Nigerian currency, which is about 500,000 or 400,000 a month. So that they have to have it as it comes to their desk.
But why would they do that? We're not in Nigeria now. Why would they be calculating before? Okay, £1,000. What will you enable somebody to do? By the time you pay your house rent, there's nothing there. So that is why these people, they are always like hungry lions. So that aspect will have to be treated as well. That the angle, because that is why you see them doing all this. Because that's what one of the staff told me. And he has said to their own reason, it's true. How can you pay £1,000 in London? What is he going to use it for? All the names just there. I'm working for Nigerian embassy. There's nothing there. So what that guy did, I'm not in support of it, but at the same time, I'm in support. At least that will give them let them stand up, that will give more awareness. If you go there the next 1 month now, things are going to be different more than it is. I think it's for sure. It was different before, a few months ago or last year, but now it's changed again. So it's very sad being in Nigeria. It's any of this country that's happening. It's very sad. I can understand those people that are in that shoe. Thank God I'm not in that shoe anymore. But it's so sad the way they behave. Like when I was still holding a Nigerian passport, when I want to renew, I have to go there, leave my house 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to go and stay in the queue, wait for 3 hours in the queue before they come. Man, come on. Why would I have to do that?
Exactly.
That's the problem we have to
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
That's very much, man. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Exactly. It's part of the anger management problem. You understand? It is part of the anger management problem of what is happening on the streets of London. So it's got a lot to do with it. If you bring one and one together, sometimes, necessarily it will come to two. If you look at it from every angle. Because when somebody got anger and you cannot manage your temper, you have attitude, you can't manage, you can't control yourself. You can misbehave at any time. You can lose it at anywhere. It is very important people know how to put themselves together in the face of anger. You understand? It is very important. Because you are saying, how do they come together? How are they not related? It's about anger. Two friends are fighting on issue, on a matter. Must it be for you to resort to knife to kill somebody? Must it necessarily mean that you have to use the weapon to fight your friend, to fight your colleague? Why can't both of you use hand and use mouth to talk? So you are telling me how they are related. They are related in a way, the same thing. Don't you know the kind of weapon that guy used to break those cars yesterday? Those cars, majority of them are Mercedes, which means that they are strong vehicle, but yet he was able to reach in and break all those glasses yesterday, all those vehicles. So he must have used a strong weapon. Now, in the face of his anger yesterday, there's likely to lose, to have to kill somebody in the midst of it now, and you are still talking that how does it related? For God's sake, there can be a reason from another angle. Don't let us lose our mind when we are angry. Don't let us lose it. Don't let us lose it. I am not supporting the Nigerian High Commission services. You understand? I've seen it all. I am not supporting it. Condemn it completely. I condemn their services. You understand? I am not supporting it. But I'm saying to you at the moment, categorically, the guy should have exercised patience. a bit of it would have helped the situation yesterday. He will have controlled things. He will have controlled things. At the end of the day, you are appalling him and saying what he did was right. They will put things in order. What about his record? And if you say he won't go to prison and they sentence him, unko, all of you that you are appalling him, are you going to serve the prison sentence with him if they sentence him? Because the law stands as it is. Are you going to go to prison with him when you are appalling him and say what he does was right yesterday? Regardless of all other odds, he shouldn't have broke those cards yesterday. He shouldn't have damaged it. He should have refrained himself from that kind of action. It's uncalled for. It's not worth it. And that is my point. You understand? It is my point, and I will stand on that point. He shouldn't have done that. Regardless of his temper, regardless of any odds, regardless of the problems happening on ground, he should have refrained himself from that. I understand the masses situation here. I'm giving my opinion. It's up to you to give your opinion. You understand? But he shouldn't have done that. And I stand by my words. He shouldn't have done that. It's not the right way of doing things. Ẹ máa lọ káàkiri máa break mọ́tò. Ìtẹ́tẹ́ méjì bá jà tó bá ń bára wọn jà. Is the right thing to do? Is it the right thing to do to go and damage somebody's property? It's a criminal offence. You are damaging people's property and you saying that people should not talk. Why damage mọ́tò mi kó lọ sí prison? Máa dúró lé ẹ lórí pátápátá máa make sure kò mú sentence yẹn. If you have problem with me, you come to me. If you damage my car, I make sure you go to prison and you didn't come out of it. You're telling me that is the right thing to do. Who told you that? Please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Thank you.
Hello, Lawyer Tokunbo.
I'm here. I'm here for you, Jare. Talk.
I don't show. You don't remember me now. Good. I just want to quickly chip in one.
Chip in, Jare, my friend. I beg, go ahead.
You see, there's something about we black people, the black man's problem. There's this disease about a black man, it's what they call pride. You see, pride, the word pride, has been the problem of a black man from a very, very long time. Even in Nigeria, see the way things work in Nigeria. It's about pride. The government, the way, they maltreat us, the citizens of Nigeria, in Nigeria, it's pride. Pride is the problem. See, somebody that has nothing, somebody that has no money, no power, nothing, you see them, they're very, very humble, very, very humble and nice. But as soon as you give them power, then they have money. You see that pride comes in and they start oppressing the next poor man by their side, which is very bad. Now, coming to what happened yesterday, this guy going to demolish people's car and, destroy people's properties. I know it's bad, but if you look at it deeply, the people that work in the embassy, because I've always heard about people complaining that they are so rude to people and things like that, But then these people that work in the embassy, if they weren't working there, if they had no position there, they would not come out and, say, for instance, see you on the road and talk to you anyhow. They wouldn't do that. But it's because they've given them that position, so they feel, I've got that power now to intimidate this person. See, that's where that pride kicks in. And this thing has always been happening. It's pride. Nigerians are always humble when they have nothing. But as soon as they have something, that pride kicks in and they think they're just God. They can talk to you anyhow. They can, do whatever they want to do to you anyhow. And in the case of that guy as well, I believe that guy is a British citizen. If that guy wasn't a British citizen, he wouldn't do what he did. Exactly. Because, say for instance, if he was like a resident permit holder and not a British citizen, he would know that if he did something like that, obviously he could get deported, or two, he's obviously going to go to prison and get deported, or three, he's not going to have his British citizen when the time comes. So because he knows he's got that British citizenship, I can just do whatever I want, so that's just the thing. That problem about we black people is just pride. When we have nothing, we're always humble. We respect people. But as soon as we get something, we have power, we have money, that pride kicks in, and we think we can just do whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? And it is very bad. And it's been one of this big problem about we black people. The disease, pride. When we have nothing, we are humble. When we have something, when we've got money and power, we just, that ego kicks in and we just want to intimidate people and oppress people, which is very bad. And hello, are you there?
I am with you.
Yeah, so another thing again, I mean, I can understand we Nigerians, people are pissed about how the staff at the Nigerian office, Nigerian embassy, maltreat people and how they're being rude. You understand? I mean, I understand that. But if I was that guy, if I was to do something like that, he should have even gone to, destroy those cars. Because
exactly. That is my saying. I am not saying that. I am not saying that the embassy did right. Do you understand? My saying is that he shouldn't have gone ahead and destroyed those cars. Those properties are my concern.
Yeah, you're very, very right. I mean, I've heard you said.
Yeah,
you're very,
that
very
is
right.
my concern. He shouldn't have done that. A child brought up from a good home. You should have think twice.
Yeah.
The repercussion of what you are going to. Yeah, repercussion of what you're doing.
Exactly.
And this person called himself whatever. He's saying that I am biased. Let me be biased in this one. I am happy.
Not biased. No, you're not biased.
Exactly. Let me even be.
You're a civilized person. You're very civilized in the way you think. You're very civilized. See, an uncivilized person would not think the way you're thinking. You're very civilized and intelligent.
Exactly.
Most Nigerians are not civilized. Even most of us living in the UK, we can claim here we live in the UK.
If it's your son, are you going to call him to the house and say, "Well done, my boy, for doing that. Take food and eat"?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly my saying.
No. See,
if you are a good parent, are you going to call him to order and say, are you going to just sit him down and have a dining table with him and say, listen, let's drink and eat, let's wine and drink for what you did? No. A good parent will condemn it immediately. You condemn it and start thinking about the repercussion. I'm telling you that I am biased. I am happy to be biased today for the first time. I am happy.
Yeah. What that guy did obviously was bad, was out of order. You get what I mean? But I can understand where he's coming from because he was pissed and he just wants to react and do something that will piss the staff working at the embassy. But you should have realized that going to destroy people's car has no effect effect on the staff, because those cars that he has destroyed will not piss them off. It's just insurance companies that will pay that he's actually taking damage to, not the people.
Exactly.
The insurance company that will take the blame. It will not affect the staff. I mean, because he wasn't taking properly anyways. You should have known that when you destroy people's cars, those cars are insured. If you look
at it. Anyone that is well educated, Princess Adeshemoye. Look at it. Look at what she said. Very good statement. I'm not being biased. It's just that people don't know how to explain things. They don't know how to explain things. That's the problem they have. You are right, Princess.
You're not biased.
Exactly. How can I be biased? How can I be biased?
A civilized person would definitely understand what you're talking.
When things happen, the Secretary of State will come out, the Prime Minister will come out and say, we condemn. That is how the civil world does it. That is this Western world system. That is the Western world language. You have to condemn an act that is against the law.
Condemn,
that is the protocol. You condemn it.
We Nigerians living in the Western world, most of us are not civilized.
We're not civilized, honestly, you're right. And you're expecting the embassy to be civilized. Embassy that only comes here for 4 years and go back. And you're expecting them to civilize. That you have been living in the UK for 20 years, you have not changed your orientation. Do you understand? They have not changed their orientation. Exactly. And you're expecting somebody that just only come there for 1 year, 2 years to change their orientation for you. How come? If you want to correct somebody, correct yourself. Kettle call pot black. You correct yourself before correcting people. You are living in that. You have been living in the diaspora for over years. You too, you haven't changed your thinking. And you are expecting the embassy that only comes there for 2 years or 3 years, 4 years maximum. After 4 years, they take them back, they go back to Nigeria or elsewhere. And you expect them to change their orientation.
And you see, we Nigerians, sometimes we add sentiments to arguments. Sometimes.
Honestly, we add it too much.
Where Nigerians are coming from. I can understand where they're coming from. They want to make people deal with this staff working over there because they're being rude. Yeah, I can understand. Because they're trying to add sentiment to argument, which is not fair. I mean, in this case, this guy has done wrong. To be fair, he's done wrong. I mean, if I was that guy and I actually want to do something wrong, I won't go out there destroying cars, because destroying those cars would not have any effect on those cars.
Oh, exactly.
Insurance company will replace those cars.
And it's not that he's going to run away. It's not that he's going to escape. It's not that they are not going to catch him. They are going to catch him. His passport is in their hands. The security saw him already, so they monitor things closely. So it's not that he's going to escape into another world entirely. He's not invisible. He is visible. They saw him. Thank you, Jarebayo Michael. My job is to defend the law, and I can never support lawlessness issue. Yeah. That is my job. So don't. If you say I'm biased, how come I'm going to be biased? I think, in the eyes of the law?
No, you're not. You're not biased. I think what that guy did was just a time wastage. He wasted his time and his effort doing all this shit.
Let me tell you one thing. Possibly he's bought tickets yesterday to travel out yesterday. Yeah. Possibly he may have bought ticket to travel into Nigeria yesterday. Possibly.
Yeah.
Because they've said me so many things about him yesterday. There is every possibility that the guy has bought tickets to travel out of country yesterday.
I think that's the reason why he did what he did. But I said, he just wasted his time.
But he made the matter worse. He worsened the matter. By doing that, he has worsened the matter. Yes. He has worsened the matter because he made it worse.
And he's put himself into a big trouble. You know, I mean, he's very lucky that he did that in the UK, because if that was in Nigeria, he's going to put himself in a very, very big problem. You know, but I just think that if he wanted to do something that would have pissed the embassy off, you know, he could have just gone in there and probably burn the building down. Now there we know we're talking. You know, we know he's done something that will affect them. But going there to smash people's car would not even affect them a bit, because the insurance company will replace those cars without any problem.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I'm not being biased. Honestly, I'm enjoying my work. Believe me. And I know the right. And nobody can push me to the wrong. I know the right thing to do. I know the right thing to say. The whole world is watching us, and you want me to say what he did was right. I am a lawyer, even if the world is not watching. I am a lawyer, even if it's my client. Even if the guy is my client, I will call him into the room and ask him for his medical record. Even if it's my client, I will call him into a private room and ask for his medical record. Yes, I will check him. Because I don't think anyone with right thinking mind would do that yesterday. The Nigerian High Commission has fallen our hands. We know that. It's a separate topic. It's a separate matter. The point I want you to note today is that the guy, what he did was wrong. Damage to another property, another person's property, it's a criminal offence under British jurisdiction or English law. And as such, they are going to look at it from that Criminal Damage Act. You understand? So anybody that wants to say that the CDA has not changed, 1971 Act is intact. And Magistrate Court Act will also have its power to decide the mode of trial on that guy's case. Unless, which is unlikely, unless, say for it, that the Nigerian Commissioner Justice Oguntade stood up and said, don't punish him. That is how we behave in our country. And it's not possible to say that. Please go ahead. Hello there, thank you. Please hold on. Olatunde Jimo, God will bless you. Olatunde Jimo. A lot of Nigerians always support what someone who is not their biological connected person does wrong. They always support what someone that is not biological connected person does wrong. They support it. But if it were their own family member, the music will be played differently. Honestly, people are hypocrites. That's what he said. Music will be played. If it's your brother, how would you feel? Are you going to say, sit down and have your dinner with me? You have done very well yesterday. Of course, you will condemn it. Of course, you will condemn it. So, Olatunde Jimoh, you were right. I didn't bring us here to come and support my argument. We both have our entitlement to argue today at length. We both have our own opinion today. That is why I'm bringing out my mind. You bring out your mind, but don't say I am biased, because I didn't say you are biased. I didn't say you are biased. You are entitled to say what you think is right. If it's your son, you will support him. That's what you are saying. If it's your brother, you will say, well done, kudos to what he did. Damaging people's property, killing people on the street. You will support it. I, Tokunbo, will not support it. I, Tokunbo, will not support it for 1 second. Please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mommy.
Good morning to you, dear. Good morning.
In the queue. Yeah. First and foremost, I'm laughing in Chinese language for the comment you said. If it was your client, you would even ask for a medical record.
If it's my client, I will ask for his medical report. Immediately, that's what. If it's my client, the first thing after taking statement and taking statement from him, the next thing I will ask him to sign letter of authority for me. I'll be speaking to the medical expert on his case and let them download me immediately before I will come to defend him. I want to see his medical record. Please go ahead.
Okay. What I just want to contribute, I don't actually see the boy, but we just for the damage he did to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Probably we don't even know where he comes from. If they said he's Nigerian, some of these people they claim Nigeria, they might not be Nigeria one, and probably has been a gangster back home coming to abroad and he has.
He's a Nigeria. Don't you hear that he's applying for passport? Only Nigerian apply for passport now, sister. Don't even go there.
Okay.
So Nigerian, how can it not be a Nigerian?
No good. So the point is.
Go ahead.
Or Rome. So in England, if you have been in England for a long time, you should be able to know what the law is by going to damage those cars. Those cars might be a Nigerian property. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter. As long for him doing that such attitude, that's totally bad. It's worse than a crime. A criminal is worse than that, because someone that does that can actually kill someone. So for me, I don't really advise if there's any lawyer going to stand for him to bail him out. He should be there to know what life is. So that one's for his own crime. And secondly, is a lesson to our Nigerian embassy. Mommy, do you know that when I was traveling to Nigeria, there was a Sri Lanka man inside the flight, and they were deporting him from KLM in Amsterdam to Nigeria. They hold a Nigeria passport with TC. So the way the guy was crying, that was why I used that language. They might not be Nigeria. The way the guy was crying, it drew my attention. So I asked him, what is happening? And the guy said they are deporting him to the country. So I asked the immigration, why are you taking him? He said, yeah, he got a Nigeria passport.
Hold on. When I see comment like this, I'll pick on them. Nkechi Ogbueyi, Nkechi, ma'am, the boy have been wrong in his action, but a clear message and warning had to be sent to the Nigerian house. It is getting too much. The only way he could hear his grievance and for his voice to be heard was by destroying those properties. Nigerian government are the ones that need the civilization more, because they don't care about their subject at all. No, it's not the right way to hear the grievance. It's not the right way. If he does that with the British office, he will be severely punished. And the way it's going, they are not going to let him go free unless Nigerian commissioner say leave him alone. So Nkechi Ogbueyi, I understand your comments, but no, that is not how to let your grievance be known. No, that is not how to put your complaint forward. By destroying people's property is not how to show your grievance. It is not the right way. So we condemn the action completely. Let's condemn it. It's not the right way at all.
So my break is finished, Mommy. Sorry that I was doing that at 4 on the
Okay, all right.
live program. So
thank you, Elizabeth.
So
thank you.
My last comment, my last comment is just that the Nigerian embassy shouldn't be treating our Nigeria as long you have your proof, as long you did the right thing online, as long you've got your appointment date, your slip to come in on that day. But the way those people standing at the door, not even the people inside, you see those ones that's in the door, the way they are treating, the way they are talking to our Nigerians, we doesn't even have respect in our own Nigerian embassy, not to talk of us inside. So it's so annoying, it's so frustrating, but doesn't give him the right to destroy anything. That's just going to be my comment. They should wake up. They should realize that even though when we cry to them, they should be able to understand our feelings more than the country where we are. So not when you've paid online, at the end, sometimes they will say you've paid to U.S. Embassy. We'll get a refund. You have to pay another one. They've done it several times to me. But thank God I'm out of their line, But the thing is, they should wake up and listen to us. In Nigeria, they don't listen to us. Here in abroad, they don't listen to us. Where do they want us to go?
Exactly. I am reading comments. Kunle Shekoni said that the cars were not insured. Bumi now reply. Oluwabumi now say, which country do you live in? You cannot drive uninsured cars in the UK. Exactly. It is not possible not to insure your vehicle. And especially the diplomat cars, they have to be insured. And they are expensive cars. So it is not possible not to be insured. So, Bumi, you are right.
Okay, Bumi, I'll see you when you are alive again. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, dear. Thank you. So, it is not possible not to be insured. So, Bumi has responded to Kunle Shekoni. Chiking Jessim says that, no, he did not worsen the matter. Somebody has to pay the price. Somebody has to pay the price, Abi. What if it's your brother? Please. It's not funny at all. Wallahi talai. Please go ahead.
Hello, good morning, ma. Hello, ma. Good morning.
Good morning, dear. Somebody said enough of Nigerian embassy playing the mind of Nigerians. I fully supported what he did. I did not support what he did. You support, but I didn't. Olabureme Ekunda, can you do that in support office in Nigeria, in passport office in Nigeria, where things are done anyhow and no one to question them? He will be beaten and rot in jail before the parents know where he is. Olabureme Ekunda says, can he do that in passport office in Nigeria, where things are done anyhow and no one to question them? He will be beaten and rot in jail before the parents know where he is. Whoever says you are biased, that person can also do the same thing. But why can't he have done it long ago? Exactly.
Hello, ma.
Hello, please hold on a second. I want to read comments here because they are entitled to let their statement be heard as well.
Okay, ma.
Oluwabumi says, since you support him, you can go and break the remaining cars as well. Exactly. You will see your insurance premium will go up if any of those cars are registered in the same postcode as where you live. Oh my God. If it's in Nigeria, they might have shot him though. Breaking other people's vehicles is not the solution, so the guy's problem. So let us be right. What he did yesterday was wrong. Princess Omoni Kadeshemoye. Yes, it is a criminal offense in the eyes of the law. Lukman Biobaku. Oluwabumi says he dare not try it elsewhere. The property is a damage is his. What belongs to Nigeria belongs to him. I think you are putting tribal into it. Majority of you that you have been commenting on this thing, I think you are putting tribal into it, and that shouldn't have been. Nigerian is for everybody, and Nigerian is for all in Nigerian. So you shouldn't have put tribal issue into it. I condemn that statement. No, it is not for all. It's a property belongs to the government. It's a government property, so you will be punished. Ile Latin ko Eshorode, he did wrong. He must pay the price for his bad act. Adeyemi Murolayo, exactly. The citizens have been calling for the problem of all Nigerian embassies in the world for years. Nobody care about it. You are talking about law. Nigerians do not have law. Nigerians is lawless country. Oh, God. for the poor Nigerian city. Nigerian embassy is the worst place to be on diaspora. Come to Atlanta, USA. They talk to you as if they are on that bought your as if they are the one that bought your ticket to the country. Follow me, Omeon. That is Atlanta, Nigerian embassy in Atlanta as well, United States. Because you are right does not mean I'm wrong. Princess Adeoli, exactly. Chini language. It is everywhere, my dear. Maikiki Nakaila says it is everywhere among the African embassy. But he sent a very strong message to Nigerian government that Nigerian embassies are not doing the right thing to Nigerian citizens. Tough. I am proud of him. He deserves some accolade. Prince Frank Ali says, I am proud of him. He deserves some accolade. The top officer in Nigerians are wicked. This is just the beginning. Revolution will start from all these bad mind leaders we have in Nigeria, and that is why the youth are suffering. Imagine life of a poor youth that his father could not send to school or give him hard work because of the poor state of governance and wicked and corrupt leaders. Yet the foolish police will not allow this. The less privileged Nigerian citizens that are struggling hard to make a living rest Nigerian hell. And then it says F out. Be careful of your uses of language, please. God bless you, my dear sister. I'm about replying him when it's flipped up. Nobody is mad on this platform. Exactly. Thank you. Nobody is mad on this platform. Let us put ourselves together properly on this platform. Thank you, Miss Olufunmilayo Yetunde Showumi. Let us put ourselves together regardless of our anger. Let us put it together when it comes to my platform and be more civil on my platform. They say, really, stop encouraging such behavior. So people should stop encouraging such behavior. It is not worth encouraging it. Not only Nigeria apply for Nigerian passport too. Many people are in Mexico who are not Nigerian but holding Nigerian passport. Many people are in Mexico who are not Nigerian but holding Nigerian passport. Wanka. Yetun Leo. Peli Ben. Wow. What he did yesterday is wrong. Don't support vandalism. Kotun Adeniyi. Thank you, my person. Adedayo Jimmy, the money meant for insurance had been shared. Kole Shekoni said it. The money meant for insurance has been shared. No one can drive any vehicle on the street of United Kingdom without insuring their vehicle. It's not possible. Bab San says, I disagree with you on this one. Not only Nigerians apply for a Nigerian passport. Really? I think his passport has been issued since June 2019. I see no reason for his action. Since 6th of June 2019, I see no reason for his action. Falashade Ashaolu, are you serious? Most Nigerians living in the UK are not familiar with the UK law. Kenny Toby AF. Wow. Nigerian yeo, Adedayo Jimmy said that. You are right. Some Ghanaians too holding Nigerian passport. And they might have an entitlement through their mom or their dad. Orí bíbẹ́ kọ́ lóògùn orí fífọ́. Ọláyíwọlá Yusuf. Orí bíbẹ́ kọ́ ni oògùn orí fífọ́. The fact that you are angry doesn't mean you should damage those cars yesterday. That is the meaning of that proverb. Orí bíbẹ́ kọ́ ni oògùn orí fífọ́. These people that is supporting him don't know gravity of having criminal record in United Kingdom. The guy's CV will have problem because anywhere you are looking for job, it will show on the system that you are ex-convict and no organization employ you. Prince Adeseye Owosh Michael. Exactly. The guy who splashed milkshake on Farage has pleaded guilty. This is one lesson learned to control one's temper. The guy who splashed milkshake on Farage has pleaded guilty. It's one lesson to control one's temper. Princess Adeoli, I don't support that. Nigerian Commission staff needs serious training and rebranding, but what the dude did is highly condemnable and unacceptable. Princess Adeoli, yes, my person. Please go ahead quickly. I'm going to stop the phone calls. Please go ahead quickly. My staff need me on ground now. Please go ahead quickly. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead quickly. Go ahead. I'm going to stop the phone call.
Okay. My own contribution is, I think let's call a spade. What is bad, we should totally agree that is bad. Exactly. Whatever situation this guy went through at the embassy, it doesn't really matter. He shouldn't have vandalized anything. It is uncalled for.
My saying, That is just my sermon.
Charity begins at home.
Exactly.
I think like charity begins at home. Because if he has a good parent, because everything is going to all the way go back to his parents, go back to his family, go back to his background and everything.
Exactly.
I strongly believe what this guy did is uncalled for. He should be prosecuted as far as I'm concerned. I'm not the judge anyway, but he should be brought to book. There should be an example of such an, like, all this kind of bad lifestyle. It should be stopped. It's not good. Even if he's like angered or he felt so bad at the embassy or they treated him so bad and all that, he shouldn't have done that. At least we go on the street, we see so many people, they give us problem on the way, they make us upset. You know, this life is not really conducive for everybody, but we all just need to tolerate one another. What he did is bad. Bad is bad. He shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
If he had a gun on him, like you said before, he would have shot somebody.
Abi, anger management ni now. Kò lè manage ara ẹ̀ ni. Yorùbá sọ pé òkú òkè wo òrùka wàrúrú. When you are angry, you have to caution yourself. There's not everything you say out in the midst of anger. You understand? You have to caution yourself. During the time you are angry, anybody can misbehave and talk foolishly and thinking that you hold the whole world. But when that thing calm down in you, it's a big regret. This guy will have regretted his action. Trust me.
Yeah.
He will have regretted his action. Because all these people that is applauding him and praising him now, they are not there. They don't know what is going through in his mind now. He's regretting it. Trust me.
Yeah. I went to Nigerian embassy last year to get a passport for me and my kids because I didn't want to go stressed, like go alone. Then after I have to bring my kids. Then when I want to travel, I have to go back again. I went there. I was like expecting a very worst scenario. But when I got there, the situation was so calm. They attended to us fast. I'm telling you, the person that dropped me, the person has not even reached back to where I live. And I told him that I've finished already. He was like, oh, why didn't I wait for you to finish everything then? I said I didn't know the situation because I felt like...
Oluwabumi, it's not you. Oluwabumi, that statement... Hold on. Oluwabumi, that statement is not from you. It's from someone else that said the property belongs to him. It's not you, Oluwabumi. It is someone else that wrote it there and said the property belongs to Nigerian citizen. Therefore, it belongs to that guy. Therefore, that guy has every right to damage those cars yesterday. It's a complete lie.
No, he doesn't have right to vandalize. He doesn't anything. Have any right. Even if it's for the workers, even if it's for the government, he doesn't have a right to vandalize anything. He should hold his anger. Exactly. He should hold his anger.
Exactly.
Because
the property does not.
If everybody goes this way, wrong. Who is going to say the right thing?
Honestly.
Then all of us will all go to the wrong way. Then it's not good. We need to iron this out. What he did is bad, and it should be put to stop. Nobody should be doing this kind of thing. This is a civilized. We are all educated. Even if we are not educated, we are in a civilized place. We should think like British people or think like other citizens in the country. We shouldn't be ruffians and everything because of the country or the situation of anything. It's not done. It's not done. Thank you, ma. That is my own contribution.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Wallahi talai summa billahi. Let's tell the truth here. The property is not his in any ramification, and what he did was wrong, completely out of proportion, unacceptable in our society. In this modern day of 21st century, in the modern day technology,
Bluetooth canceled.
No, we don't agree with that. We disagree with him. You understand? Wallahi talai. We disagree with him. On this one alone, I tell you straight away, we don't agree. No. Halakeni. We don't agree at all. You understand? There's no way we can agree with that. Lie. Umba, Biko, we're not going to agree with that. No matter what you have in mind, would you allow your brother to do that? Would you applaud your brother, your sister, your son, any relative of yours? Of course, because it's not your relative. You can see what he did, that it was right. It wasn't right. Vandalism, crime, it's not good. And that is vandalizing another person's property, damage. So it is against the law of our land in England jurisdiction. The car was parked on English soil. Go and pieces the law very well. The car was parked, even though it was in the front of Nigerian embassy. But who has the jurisdiction? The Nigerian government doesn't have police officers on ground to take care of their law. It is us that will take care of that, you know. That is where we have international law. International law will take precedence immediately. They will take effect. So international law is going to be English law that we are going to apply in this case. So ladies and gentlemen, I've got to go now. To be honest with you, I enjoy what we have done today. I enjoy the rapport. I enjoy the arguments. I enjoy all the comments, regardless of. But let us have it in our mind. What the guy did was wrong. The Nigerian embassy needs to change their way of dealing with their citizens. They need to improve their services. You understand? And also, payment of salary of a Nigerian staff in the embassy cannot be calculated in currency of Nigerian currency. The British embassies pay the expatriate in pounds and naira for them to use. So they pay them according to the British sterlings from England. They cannot pay them according to Nigerian sterling, Nigerian currency. They pay them according to the British sterlings, what they want as a civil servant in England. So maybe that's what Nigerian did. Diplomat job is not well paid, especially staff on ground. So when they take it, they take risk. But there are other benefits attached to it. Taking those jobs is risk. They will pay them the salary they want on ground. It is them that want to travel overseas, that want to see what is going on. I'm sorry. They have to pay them according to the currency of their country. They can't pay them 18,000, 20,000 pounds a year. It's not possible. Where are they going to get the money? Every country have to pay their salary, their staff salary according to the currency of their country. So if you want to fight that one, it's going to be long. It's going to be long. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoyed today's conversation. If you have further information on this particular person, I want to have it in my inbox. If that person is available to speak with me, I am willing. And if his parents are already available to speak with me, I am willing. If not, my stand is that no one is allowed to vandalize anybody's property. Criminal damage. Nigerian High Commission Office, please improve your services towards your citizen. The complaint is getting heavy and it's uncompromised this time around. We need to let you know. Your citizens are not happy at all. Please improve your services towards your people. It is very important things change for the good name. For the good name of Nigeria, things needs to change. But other than that, the vandalism of the properties parked at the High Commissioner's building yesterday at Notuba Land in London is uncalled for, it's unacceptable, it shouldn't have been. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to go now. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for having me and for coming. I bet he's regretting his action. Thank you for coming on my platform. Thank you. Thank you. Until next time again, I stand with you and I love you all. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you.